Jojo being extra, you know I live for this.
This one
I'm a
kind of blew me away.
Case.
It's
the
my
more
girl
you get to know
Siwa.
me, the more you're like,
Oh, look,
yo,
it's another
your
fucking
brain's
David Dobrik fucking meat
being
rider.
studied when
Oh, you know who this is?
Yeah, he's an actor. He's from Josh and Drake or whatever.
Drake and Josh.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Transitive
recognize-
property, AB. It's the same thing.
It's a tra-
A, B
Coming
equals
from the
C,
guy
C
who just
equals
had
B.
a 5-minute discussion about what constitutes tall.
We're talking and measuring. Yeah, we're still doing math. Transitive property, dude.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But that's Josh Peck, yes.
He was in the Vlog Squad.
He was also in like some big roles recently with like a Christopher Nolan. He was in
He was in
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, yeah, but he's a David Dobrik meat rider, so that's a huge L.
Damn.
I'm a very unique case. The more you get to know me, the more you're like, yo, your brain's being studied when you kick the can. Because what is different in
Nobody
there? And
wants
it's
to see
something
your
that I
brain.
don't try to like prove to people that my brain's different. But
Maybe if she like goes ballistic and does like kills a bunch of people at one of her shows or something, then we can study her brain.
Yeah.
That would be mysterious.
Well, hold on.
I'm still convinced she thinks that she's the first lesbian. That's my theory.
First lesbian pop star.
She invented gay
no,
pop.
I think first lesbian
Gay
ever.
pop.
She thinks.
the first woman to ever suck a titty.
To be more specific, yes. That's my theory.
That's incredible. Good for her. She's really.
Wait until you hear what it is. It's honestly, I want to
it
know
does
more.
work in very different ways. Back in the day when I did go to school, I would buy 6th grade, right? It was an online program. And I would click the first math lesson and I would scan the lesson and be like, okay, I'll figure it out. And I'd go to the questions and I'd get 100%. So
Girl,
then I'd
you
jump.
are so embarrassing. Why is she like this? Why is she like this? This is insane to actually go and be like, this is cool. You know,
But
and
she
it's
was
like,
able to do 6th grade math. Ethan.
I just scanned it all, and then when I got in the class, everybody stood up and clapped. My teacher sent me a note saying she was inspired by me.
That's
And then
like
handed her
fantasies
$100.
that I had about being a superhero. You know, as
Yeah.
a kid, and be like, what if I could just scan the book and I already know everything?
But like, even if you're good at math, okay, fine. It's not. Yeah, it doesn't. You're not that fucking special. Just be humble about it. Even if you're like a math whiz.
Well, wait. It goes. I'll save it.
She's
we
like,
gotta watch the rest.
I was mopping the floor at MIT, and I solved a random equation on the wall that's never been solved before.
You don't know how accurate you are.
For real?
Oh my god!
But I do like the
That's the plot of Goodwill Hunting, by the way.
Yeah.
Did anyone watch that over the break? I
I have seen
Wait,
it a
no,
few
we were
times.
talking about.
I urged someone to watch that and Shawshank.
You wanted to
Shawshank.
watch
Shawshank.
Shawshank.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
but we
Shawshank.
we
You
didn't
had to
really
do it.
Weeks. And how many times did you watch Wicked? Girl, it's
The
such
right amount of time.
Olivia
proper-
went and watched it right after the episode that we were
Okay,
talking
you know
about.
what? This weekend, let me write it down. I have homework for myself. I'll watch it with my parents. You know what? I'm having dinner with my parents. We can watch it after.
There you go.
So which one, Shawshank or Goodwill Hunting?
I've seen Goodwill Hunting a
Oh,
million
you have.
times.
Okay.
My dad's.
Love
Do you
that
like
movie.
it?
Oh yeah. Are you
one of the
kidding?
greatest
When-
screenplays.
So
Wow,
good.
so good.
Back in the day when I did go to school, I would buy 6th grade, right? It was an online program. And I would click the first math lesson and I would scan the lesson and be like, okay, I'll figure it out. And I'd go to the questions and I'd get 100%. So then I'd jump and I'd do like the 6th lesson. And then I would just go straight to the questions and I would know how to do it. And then I would be like, all right, well, I'm just going to try to take the end of the year test and like see if I can pass. And I would know how to do it all. Right? And then that's how I graduated so early is I just kind of like breezed through it all, which is like crazy having a girlfriend at the time who was in high
fucking
school when
cringe.
I should have been in high school, but I was already graduated. She did this math problem and she was like, answer this. And she tried to make a really hard Albert Einstein problem. And I did it. And she was like, how'd you get that answer? And I was like, well, I just did. Like, I don't know. And she was like, well, show me your work. So I showed her how I did it. And she was like,
I don't
I've
think that's how
never
math
seen
works,
someone
by
solve
the
a
way.
math problem.
If
like
you're
that.
if
And I
you're
was like,
solving like equations and stuff, especially like advanced mathematics, it's not like there are some like Rainman type of dudes who can like calculate like 2 million thousand 5 times 7 and they can like immediately tell you like they calculate.
course.
Yeah.
But if you're
Yeah.
solving like a complicated math equation, you don't just fucking get it. It doesn't just occur to you.
This is totally me when I cheat on my assignment, and it's like show the work, and it's like, well,
I just did it.
I
Right
just
here,
did it in my
baby.
brain.
All up here. What a fucking weirdo. Oh my god, these guys are cringing out so hard, I'm sure.
I was saying this reminds me of that scene in Step Brothers where one of the brothers is describing to a psychiatrist what he does for a living, and he is just describing Goodwill Hunting. He's like, I'm really smart. You know, I
That's
work at a
funny.
college.
Love that.
Do problems sometimes when they're on the wall.
Love that.
Friend at the time who was in high school when I should have been in high school, but I was already graduated. She did this math problem, and she was like, "Answer this," and she tried to make a really hard Albert Einstein problem, and
Girl.
I did it. And she was like, "How'd you
Why
get
would
the
you even
answer?"
say that?
And I
She's
was
in
like,
sixth
"Well,
grade."
I just did. Like,
No,
I
this
don't
was in
know.
high
And she
school.
was
Later.
like, "Well, show me
Okay,
your work."
fine,
So I
high
showed her
school,
how I
seventh
did it.
grade.
And she was
You
like,
remember
"I've
Albert
never
Einstein
seen someone
equations?
solve a math problem like that."
So
And I was
do
like,
it
"But
now.
did I get the answer?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Great. Can we move on with our life?" And that's kind of like
Wait,
my work
she's
mentality
literally
too. Like, it's very
Hold on. I think she's doing the Goodwill Hunting. I think she's based on the movie because that's what he did for his girlfriend. He showed up. She was doing like an advanced mathematics degree. And he's like, let's go out on a date. And he shows up and she's like, I can't. I have this homework to do. He's like, let me see that. He solves it in like 2 minutes. He's like, let's go out. She's literally just watched Goodwill Hunting.
Well, the hosts do point out the similarities in her story.
Dude, if the host was
Very-
Content Brain here, pull up like a good
Right.
like a math question.
Yeah.
It's like, here you go. Try
Yeah.
to
Yeah, like
do
basic
this.
algebra. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like just
Yeah.
straight
Ain't
up.
no way.
Or
No
how about
one's
an
gonna do
Albert
it.
Einstein problem?
Yeah, like,
Whatever the
can you,
fuck that means.
Can you show me how gravity? Can you show me an equation about how gravity affects planets rotating stars?
Actually, can you do me a favor? Can you this relativity equation? Can you reconcile this with quantum mechanics? for me,
Yeah, please.
Oh, you did it in 3 seconds. Oh, that's really impressive.
Yeah,
People spend
that would be
100 years on
helpful.
that.
Actually,
Yeah, that'd be
very
great.
helpful.
Yeah, what
Gotta get JoJo on that.
What constitutes as an Albert Einstein problem?
Nothing. She's
Nothing.
an idiot. She doesn't know anything about math.
Or
know a little.
Or
Savant.
we have a genius in plain sight, and
Well,
she really
don't-
could change the world. I don't know. She's saying it really confidently.
We got to get some math in front of her.
We
Yep,
gotta.
We do.
different, but in like, I guess, a good sort of way.
Can you imagine JoJo in a remake of Goodwill Hunting?
Oh,
At the
I love it.
chalkboard doing the equation?
I think he did it on purpose because he's like, girl, I know. I saw that movie too. You know,
Somebody said she can type boob on the calculator.
she can do that.
That was
Fuck.
the Einstein equation.
That's pretty cool.
Like genuinely find like a mid-range like high school algebra question. Like let's see, algebra, mid-level, SAT question, math. If 3x minus 5 equals 16, what is the value of 2x plus 1? I bet she
Are
can
you
do this.
Serious? That's the kind of shit that's on the SATs.
I don't remember. I
That seems
think there's
pretty
a big.
easy.
I think there's a big variety. This says mid-level, but
Okay.
I think I remember there was some. I did pretty good in the math section. I remember there was some hard ones in there, like calculus and shit.
Okay, there you go. Math.
Yeah, I'm kind of a genius. Like, all right,
Oh,
man.
yeah?
I don't know what you call me. I don't know. There's some kind of label, but I would just show up to math class, and it was funny because I was never interested in math. I always was wanted to do creative writing, but I would just show up to calculus, like, and I just would do all the problems, and everyone was always copying my homework, and the teacher actually gave me he sucked me off.
that checked
Whoa.
out.
Yeah, after class.
The teacher did?
He sucked me off, and he used to
Bearing the lead.
he used
here.
to talk a lot without pausing to drink. So he would build, this thing where he builds up a ton of foam at the corners of his mouth.
Ew.
That was his thing. He would not address the foam issue, and it would get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger throughout the class. And sometimes it just turned into like a whole fucking situation of sea foam, like the tide was coming in.
Was it like dripping? Did it ever?
No, it's just foaming, but it can get pretty big.
Because
It's
enough
very thick.
foam, all it would take is a little bit of pressure to kind of collapse all the bubbles in the foam, and then it forms just a saliva liquid.
It's
that
very
dribbles down.
thick. And when he, just to give you an idea, when he would talk, sometimes there would be like strings.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Stringy.
That's a real factoid about my my math teacher. Very nice guy though.
Oh, that's nice. I
Pretty,
had a math
not that
teacher.
good at blowjobs, but
Nice. Very wholesome story.
My parents answered about Shawshank. They said, "Oh my gosh, I have always wanted to watch it with you and your sister. It is a great
fun.
Oh, I
movie."
thought.
there you go. How fun is that? Yeah, JoJo is actually mega brain, big brain, mega brain. What do you call that?
Mega brained? Yeah.
Look, she even did boobies on the couch.
Oh, very good. Very good.